Welcome back. So, we discussed about navigating the viewport, transforming the object, and also about the content browser and the outliner. So, now all these are a huge subject. We are just touching and making you familiar with some of the parts, and so that you get a basic idea about how to make this short film. We are not going in depth with everything. So, here the next thing we are going to explore is, as I told in the previous class, now if you come to the outliner, see, if you have this my minimal default scene is open, we continue from the previous session. If required, I will save everything. Now, coming over here in this outliner, you can see that whenever I select any object in the details, I can see its details. And now if you see this detail, say for example, I select this chair, and when I select this chair, I can scroll down and see all the detail pertaining to that scale. The first thing is the transform, and actually to make this organized, there are so many controls. So, to organize it correctly, here we have tabs. If you click general, you have only the transform, static mesh and material, only 3 are there. If you select actor, all the actor related details are there. LOD, you have only LOD control. Then you have miscellaneous, you have physics, so you have rendering, streaming. So, like this, it is organized into segments. Or even say for example, if you want to actually add some effect here, say for example, I want to add some physics property or anything, I can come here and type, say for example, I type LOD and press enter. It will show all the items which has that particular function. So, like this, we can even use this search function here to select any of the property and manipulate it. So, this is a very huge content. So, this is about this details panel. And now, apart from this details panel here, now if you come over here, in this we added table, we added this chair, everything from the content browser. However, just like in Blender or Unity, you can create your own geometry here, and for this you have a plus button here. If I click here, you can select basic objects like an actor, character, pawn, or you can create lights, you can create shapes like cube, sphere, or you can create cinematic camera. So, all this you can add it from this panel. However, every time instead of searching it here, if you come down, you have one place actor panel. If I enable it, on the left hand side, you have all the panels available here. So, you have this basic, lighting, shapes, camera, cinematic camera, visual effects, geometry. So, all this can be placed as a tab over here. So, now here for this, in basic, say for example, or if I come to shape, I can just select this cube and I can drag it into the scene. So, this cube becomes an object here. I can drag it. And see, this cube is automatically added here. I can double click it to zoom it. If I just click on the name here, I can just give it any name. I can call it as something like box. So, you can give any name like this. So, we can add our own geometries also in this. So, these are some of the things we have explored. But here, one more thing here is, I will come here and I can save this scene. I click save all to save everything. Now, whenever you are working, you can also create your own new scene from scratch. For that, go to file and choose new level. So, in file new level, if I click, you have options here and I can create an empty level. I choose an empty level, and if I click create, this is going to create a totally an empty level. Now, I can go here to file and I can save this current level. Again, in my maps, I will give it the name for this as say for example, single light. I will give some name for this empty scene, and in this empty scene, if I come back to my starter content here and in properties, I will select a chair and I will place it here. So initially when I place it, you are seeing it very brightly, but actually it will not appear like this. So actually how it is going to appear is, if you go to lit and choose unlit, and after that again if you come back to lit, you can see now the chair is not visible. This is actually the way the chair is will appear to you, because there is no light here at all. So if I come to light and if I add a point light here, if I drag it over here and if I move around and if I navigate here, I will select the chair, I will press alt and left mouse and rotate around this, and now here I will select this light, move it like this. So I can add lighting like this, I can create my own scene like this. So the thing here is, and I can now save this. This is a object with light. So I have just created a scene. So like this we can create our own scenes here. But the thing here is, we are now going to explore the most beautiful aspect of Unreal. So in Unreal apart from the software, the biggest advantage with Unreal is it has a huge marketplace. Say for example now, if I come back here and I will close Unreal, I will come to Epic Launcher, and in Epic Launcher I will launch here. You have one feature here called as Marketplace. So if I click on this Marketplace, you can now see here a huge collection of models, and almost many of them are free here. Okay. So now what we are going to do is, we are now going to create our short film by making use of the marketplace contents. We are going to create our own city, we are going to create our own character, and we are going to move it. So all this we are going to use this marketplace, and we are going to create it. So you will get an idea about how vast this marketplace is. Almost any content you name, it is available here. You need not model it, you need not animate it, everything will be available here. You can just place the camera, move the character, even character movements you can get it from a software called Mixamo. All this we are going to explore it in our next session. So right now, in our first session now, we have got a basic glimpse of how Unreal works, and next we are going to use a ready-made content from marketplace which is absolutely free, and using that we are going to create our short film. So this part we are going to do it in our next session. Thank you.